Good evening, everyone, or good night, I should rather say, and welcome to another tournament stream. Today I'm streaming for you the professionals for the NA server, and I have to say it's nearly 3 AM here, so it's a bit late, but we're going to have fun with it. Basically, what we're going to be doing is streaming the first two matchups of this of the professionals, which in this case means that we have Rain first, so let's just grab that with us. There's two groups for NA. Fujit will be streaming the other group, and I will be streaming in this group. And as I said, I'm going to start with Rain versus Purple, and then I'll be following the loser of that versus the loser of the other match. Fishy is also streaming, Papa Race is also streaming, but in Spanish. But definitely worth a watch for all of them. And there is a giveaway. Basically, what you need to do in my case, all the professional streams have giveaways, but every streamer can decide how to give away the passes themselves. And in my case, I've gone for a damage guessing game. So in the chat, you still have like about 10-ish minutes to enter. Well, a little less now, but you have still a bunch of minutes to enter in any case. So post the damage that you think Rain as a team will do in the very first battle. Make sure to mention your in-game name and your server in as a guess as well. And basically just make it an exact number. So you can basically do 17,141 or whatever, but just like not like 17k, that's too vague. So just exact and everything. Only enter once. If you want to edit your guess, then by all means delete your old message and then post a new guess. But don't make multiple guesses, basically. That will get you disqualified. So that's basically it. Basically just post your in-game name, your server, and the damage you guess that Rain will do as a team for the very first battle of the very first matchup. There are 5 June battle passes up for grabs there, so definitely be sure to enter. So for now, we're just waiting for the room invite, which should be up in about a minute. And then we'll just be able to go and see some nice tournament games, really. And there we go, room is up. I'm the first one there. Also, I have to say, I'm pretty much never on this account. I got like press accounts on all the 3 regions that I stream. And I hardly ever actually play on there because EU takes up my time also with the clan missions and everything, and then pretty much my play time for the day is over. So logging in onto this and suddenly getting a whole bunch of tournament coins and the professionals ticket is really funny, because there's absolutely no reason for that, as I don't actually like play here. But yeah, I thought that was really funny. The rules are simple, you do need to follow them. Purple already completely there. Rain not so much, though Nike has just entered the middle. There is 4 minutes left before we go into the match, so that is plenty of time. And yeah, just to repeat, if you want to enter the June Battle Pass giveaway, just post the damage that you think that Rain will do as a team in the very first battle, and then post your in-game name and your server, of course, so that I know who you are and how to get you the pass. Any entry lacking either name or server, of course, means that you can't win. So yeah, there's his royal fatness, fellow CC these days. If you haven't subbed to his channel yet, definitely do so, because he is amazing. Amazing player as a whole and person and all of that. But he's so OP at the game, he can make anything look easy, really. So yeah. Less than 3 minutes to go now. I do apologize for any brain derps that I might have. I'm trying my best to keep up with everything, but streaming 3 servers is always a bit hard, and though I massively enjoy it, it basically means I'm constantly sleep deprived. But it'll be fun, And I mean, when you get to see Rain play and Purple play and all of that, it's definitely worth it all in all. So we're starting it off on Fort Despair. And we see Rain has gotten ready in 1 IS-4, 3 AMX-50Bs, 2 mice and an E5 versus a 268, 2 E5s, 2 IS-4s and 2 Kranwagens. So that's very interesting and very different lineups. Those AMXs, they can pack a wallop, but it also kind of depends on making all the shots count, and then they're out for the count for quite a bit, and they're very juicy targets, so it will be interesting to see. But we'll see how it goes. You still have about 5-ish minutes left before I need to stop the giveaway. And then we'll see how it goes. 1 minute 37 seconds left to go before we go into the very first match. This is always the boring part because everyone is ready except for the game itself. So let's see. I am really curious to see how those AMXs perform. It is a fairly small map. There's not really many positions to hide. But if they can get all the shots in and they can do so repeatedly, it's definitely going to be a very interesting match. It is a best of 5, so that also means that basically the first team to 3 victories is the one through to the upper bracket. But in this case, if the team loses, nothing has lost yet, because it is a double elimination, so they will go to the lower bracket and still have a chance to fight their way back up. So there is that as well. 40 seconds left to go. We're slowly getting closer to the actual start of the game. These are my first NA games this season. And it's actually, I've not been able to stream pretty much anything of NA last season. So I'm very happy to be back here and to stream them. 18 seconds left to go. And then we will see the very first battle. Just posting the instructions again. And people have about a minute after the first battle to actually get their guess in. Just opening my screenshotting program as well, so I can take a screenshot after the battle. And here we go. Why is it so hard for people to understand that they need to post their in-game name, their server, and the damage guess? But here we go. We see 2 very pink mice heading into different directions. Hated Fate going with Zaytu. Probably pronouncing that wrong. Whereas all of purple is focusing on the base A side. And this is definitely going to be interesting because we have the IS-4 together with the AMX. There's some blind shots happening there, expecting people to cross over there. TGF now knocking down a tree. That could be very telling. But people are getting spotted. And he is getting shot at. It just didn't pen him. And we see Fadu over there. There's some blind shots happening into where the AMXs are, and that actually did damage, so they know that there's people there. That's definitely going to be interesting. They are guessing where they are. We see the first shots happening there. That is a very questionable name as well, but at least he's getting damage. Big hit into Fadu there by the 268. This is basically what I meant. They are very juicy. And now we have a sort of rush happening here, and TJ is in a load of trouble, and he has to be very careful because he can't really move much from where he is. The mouse is facing off against Unique. Hated Fate is arriving at the scene. Fadu is losing more HP, and to be fair, purple is having to pay for trying to rush TJ a lot, but he is in a very tricky position. And now we have Hated Fate arriving as well. They're focusing the Kiss Warrior, let's just call him that, and he is taken out by his Royal Fatness. And basically now we have Darktronics, who is taken out by Fadu. Then we have Unique and Lighttronics that are basically, oof, we have Rhine now having been spotted. Definitely getting focused. Lighttronics is almost gone as well. Even though HP wise there's not all that much difference, there's a 3 gun difference between them. This means that the focus fire from Rain right now is just way better. Fadu now having reloaded. Dragon Creek has been taken out. Uncle Chicks is basically now getting obliterated. Zaitu is pulling back, going after Unique. There's only 3 guns left on purple side, 5 guns on Rain side, even though HP wise they're not necessarily doing too good. Now though they have a definite advantage, 5 guns versus 2, even with TJ not having that much HP. He gets taken out. Glory also not having too much HP. We have Ryan basically set at the back there. Ryan now moving. I think he's expected that he was getting pushed. Fadu is now reloading his clip. And Ryan must have sensed that. He's going after Glory. And he does take him out. Right before Fadu reloads. And that shot missing is very expensive. Ryan though is almost gone. He's taken out by Zaitu in the mouse. And now there's only Rai left. And Fadu is going after him. And there's just no way he can make it out. The first match is for Rain. Those 3 AMXs, they definitely did the trick. But I think that's also because Purple was not focusing them, or at least not enough. And there we go, Zaitu takes the last kill. Definitely an interesting game. And let's see the results. That means that the damage that Rain did was 18,278. Just going to take a quick screenshot of that and save it so we can determine the winners. So that was definitely a lovely battle. Like I said, those AMXs definitely were their money's worth. Very interesting to see. I did not expect them to get away with using 3 AMXs, to be honest. But I think that's also because Purple was focusing the heavier armored tanks, mainly because they just couldn't get to those AMXs for quite a while. So, 1 minute and 8 seconds left before we go into the second match of this best of 5. Well, I'm pretty much calling a stop to the giveaway in a few seconds now. But yeah, we now have Rain ready in 3 IS4s instead of AMXs, an E5, a Kranwagen and a mouse. And, oh, so no, sorry, 2 Kranwagens even. I was just gonna say I'm missing a tank. And Purple getting ready in 2 TVPs, 2 Kranwagens, a mouse, an IS4 and an E5. TVP is again a very interesting choice of tank. Definitely not something you see all that often, at least not on the EU scene. I have to say that this is not something that I've been streaming a lot lately. So let's see. And here we go, ready to go into the second match of this best of 5. And let's have a look. Pretty colored camos, and we have a Needhawk, of course. Love the Needhawk camo. Fantastic camo. So let's see, we have Rain focusing on the base A side, and now we see Purple pretty much doing similar to what Rain did last time, going mostly middle. We have the TVPs going very aggressively though. Probably hoping to get crossover shots. Glory gets spotted. And he's backing up, and as such, Ryan in the TVP gets hit a lot. That is definitely interesting. That probably did not work as intended for purple at all. And as he tries to drive off, he's actually getting more shot. He's not unspotted yet, and he's lost most of his HP here. Dragon Creek moving into base B. Rhino also losing HP. Rhine losing more. That is definitely not as intended. Purple still driving to get into positions. Rain is very aggressive here, but that kind of makes sense. Base B has been spotted, has been capped. Everyone is spotted has been spotted before, to be fair. Oh my god, I'm having brain derps. Well, we'll see. Lots of shots happening, but so far it's mainly the TVPs that have paid for getting spotted that early. Dragon Creek facing off against the Kiss Warrior. TVPs at the back. Kranwagen's in the middle holding. And Rain is just basically waiting for them to show themselves. Base A is now being capped, which will give Rain a quick advantage in points because they will have a point advantage as well as a base advantage. And Rain just seems content to push. Moe is losing a lot of HP for that though. I'm not sure that they're regretting that decision now, but he's pretty much nearly gone. HP wise though, they still have like a 5k advantage over purple, which is saying a lot as well. Dragon Creek bullying his way through here. Zaytu and Glory moving through the middle. Unique gets taken out first. Moe is still alive somehow. Dragon Creek does get taken out, but he definitely played his part here. The Kiss Warrior is out. Unique is out. Uncle Chick, sorry, is out. But Moe finally gets taken out by one of the TVPs. Darktronics running away. Zaytu shot missing. Lightronics over there is getting set upon right now. Vadu losing HP. Hated Fate and Vadu pretty much getting in each other's way here. Vadu not looking too healthy. He might actually not make it this battle. But no, that is a shot and he survives with 70 HP. And now we have Lightronics in trouble and being taken out. Base A has been stolen back, but so far it is 5 versus 2 now. And those two are the TVPs that have been running around a lot and losing HP the most early on in the battle. Basically, they can easily outrun them, but they're probably not going to make it. Rai gets instantly obliterated. We have Ryan at the back there, probably hoping to get Vadu, which he does. But he's the only one left, and he gets taken out as he tries to go around the corner there. Just to be clear, this was I got pretty much the gold box, I'm sure. That was a very aggressive battle. I'm not sure what purple was doing here. Mainly because, well, the TVPs obviously didn't work as intended. But Ray could just push straight into their faces and really get away with it still. Dragon Creek here didn't do as much damage as he probably wanted to. But, well, no, he definitely. But they were basically absorbing the shots. And letting their team do all the damage then. Definitely interesting match as well. Also getting DMs. But yeah, in 1 minute we get the third match. And then we'll see who is going to take it home. Because if Rain wins another one, they win this matchup and are through to the upper bracket. Whereas Purple need to win 3 in a row for that to happen. It has happened on the EU server earlier today, so it is possible. But definitely not an easy feat, not with the shape that Rain is in right now. So in the meantime, I also got the winners. I'll announce them after the matchup is over. And to be sure, there will be another giveaway this stream for another 5 battle passes. So be sure to stay tuned. And actually, I have to give them credit. One of the guesses was extremely close. Like 22 points close. So that's pretty cool. But here we go, the third game of this matchup. And we have Rain in 405s, nice 4 mouse 2 E5s in the Vicus. Versus 2 Kranenwagens, a Leo, 2 260s, 3 260s even, and an E5. This is definitely, I mean, could just be NA stuff, but it's just very out of the box. I absolutely love the poop bonds, but to call them Clan Mustangs would be a bit of a stretch. I'm very curious to see how they're going to be behaving, so to speak. We have Purple focusing on the A and B side. TGF poking quite aggressively there to spot people up. And then going down into the ditch. His Royal Fatness is there. Base C is getting capped. Base B is getting capped. Rai taking a little bit of damage as he crosses over. TJ now basically taking a little bit of damage as well. C and D are the quickest to be capped. That means that Rain will have a point advantage. The most important part here was C being capped, because there have been instances where the A and B side basically locked down C, and that avoided a base C to be capped and definitely put the pressure on. But right as it is right now, it is very close. Now though, Rai has lost quite a bit of HP, as has Darktronics. TJ in that position. Ooh, no idea what my camera was doing there. TJ in that position worth his weight in gold, with the way that he's just basically spotting up people. And basically that has led the Kranwagens to take way more damage than anyone ever expected, probably. The 260s at base A, lovely tanks, all of them. But does not make it easy, because they're heaviums. And Unique just takes more and more damage as he peaks up, as does Darktronics. They're basically stuck in that position, can't really do much of anything. Lighttronics and the Kiss Warrior both getting shot as they go down. TJ here having a total crippling effect on Purple, and it's actually lovely to notice. The 260s going through the middle there. Ryan is still in that corner. I think they might go after TJ, but he's sort of expecting something to happen there. And we have the 405s at base C, and they've been getting all those lovely shots on the Kranwagens here. This is very intelligent gameplay, and I really love it. I mean, it's not this. It sounds so wrong, because it's not like Purple isn't playing intelligently, but just putting someone in a position like this and he getting away with it, and just having basically an overlooking fire line all the way back at base D here. It is brutal. I mean, look at the difference in HP. Like, it's not like all that different in total, but you see the health of the tanks, and that is the big difference. TJ even getting a shot in there, and he's just holding. Dragon Creek is holding as well. The Kranwagens can't do much of anything. We have his Royal Fatness, who's actually moved into a camping position to get shots in as well. All they need is targets. And it is a very, very cheeky game. They are shooting at where his Royal Fatness is, so they know that there's someone there. This is not exactly where they're shooting. So that is very clever. Look at those blind shots. The tracer lines are lovely to see, because it shows that they can guess. They know that there's someone there. They just can't hit him yet. So with only minor differences, and this is where TJ's position might be coming into it as well. We have now entered 80-30 point-ish. There's not a lot of difference between them, and they pretty much only need to take out one tank in order to win the game. And I think that that's what they're waiting for, because TJ can't get out of where he is. And he will have to survive, and those 260s are just rearing to go. We have Unique now also getting ready. Darktronics still there to make it look like there's still people there, and they are waiting for it. 920 points now they're going. They know that TJ is their strong part, but it's also their weak link. But now Dragon Creek immediately responding. TJ still holding. We have Lighttronics moving in. Base C is now being capped. We're at 960 points. TJ losing a lot of HP. So is Uncle Chicks. TJ though almost gone, and it's so close, so close. It's all about this shot. Who is going down first? Which team is getting the kill first? And it's Purple. Purple taking out TJ. Such a close call though. This was pretty much one of the most interesting battles I've seen. Look at the damage difference between the two teams. Rain did double the damage Purple did, but Purple still won. This was incredible. It was such clever gameplay. This is beautiful, but just baiting that TJ in that position was perfect. He was needed there. He made all the difference there. But it was still Purple that took it home. Also because of TJ and being in that position. Incredible game. Awesome. I'll happily... This is the stuff I stay up for, you know? Or get up for again, I should say, in the middle of the night. Amazing. So 1 minute left to go before we go into the 4th match of this best of 5. Again, the pressure is on Purple. They have to win 2 in a row to take it home. Rain only has to win 1 more. And we're getting ready for the 2nd game on Canal. 40 seconds left to go. Both teams are now completely ready. And we see Rain ready with 3 E5s, a VK90, a grill, and a Vickers and another grill. Versus 2 TVPs, 3 Kranwagens and an E5 and a Vickers. Very different lineups from the first battle. Very interesting lineups as well. And to be fair, this kind of stuff, that's just oof. I love seeing grills, I love seeing VKs. It's so out of the box though. It's awesome. 260s have been used competitively on EU as well, for in little bits and pieces, but you don't see them very often. And there's of course a reason for that. It's no E5. I love it. In random battles, I'll happily drive it a lot. As in competitive teams, I'm not sure if it's that competitive. Mainly because it does have a little bit more mobility, but it also lacks the armor and everything. So Rain now going back a little bit. Base B is pretty much abandoned, they're not going for it. Whereas Purple seems to be abandoning base C in favor. Oof, we see some Kranwagens getting spotted. The grills helping each other up. Vadu shooting at the Kranwagen but doing no damage just yet. None of the bases are being kept right now, but base A soon will be. The thing is that that will give them an early advantage, and that's also important. Dina also being kept with less people though, so it will cap less fast. And that means that Purple has an upper hand here, however slight it might be. Let's see. TJ moving up the hill but deciding not to. There's some shots being fired, no damage has been done just yet. The grills are changing position. But so far we have the TVPs and the Vickers there, expecting or hoping for singular or just 2 tanks to cross over. Unique in the TD position right now, spotting Vadu, but not shooting at him just yet. He could easily do damage there, but that would give him away as well. Hated Fate taking a blind shot in that bush there is also very telling. And we have now Unique getting ready to not be there, as the E5s from Rain are moving. He gets out of there. Loving the blind shots, by the way, that's also lovely gameplay. And the E5s are pushing. I don't think they know that the TVPs are there though. So that could be very tricky for them. Unique going there to light them up. Only lining up Dragon Creek though. And the TVPs are in the corner. Now they've spotted one. TJ taking and getting hit in. And we have Unique going into a different position. And Rai and Ryan holding. Glory gets spotted though. And he gets shot by the TVP. He shoots back, but he's losing more HP than that he's done in damage. So that's always very dangerous. Grills are very juicy tanks, and Unique got a shot into him as well. We have the Kranwagens now making a move. Hated Fate not getting that shot in and now relocating. The TVPs are smelling blood, going after the grill. Dragon Creek losing a lot of HP. Base B is being taken. Base C is being taken. Dragon Creek is not going to survive that. Moe. Again, this is very patient gameplay by Purple. And where they seem to just not have it the first two battles, they definitely do now. They're growing after Hated Fate. Moe is not going to survive much longer. Even with sandbags and speed boost and everything. And that's the second gun gone for Rain. Now the Vickers and the TVP have been taken out though. Big hit into Ryan even before he's killed. And now both teams have lost 3 guns. And it will be about holding and focus firing. But right now Purple has 3 bases. So as long as they manage to stay alive and Lightronics retreats as he should, then they should technically have this, because this will make it very difficult for Rain to pull it back, especially in the corner where they are all positioned right now. We have his Royal Fatness running around the back and needing to get places fast. But like I said, he's probably looking for Lightronics, probably going to base A, but base A just alone won't be enough. Uncle Chicks spots his Royal Fatness as he crosses over. And we have Rain pushing in, tracking Darktronics. Lightronics is being set upon. B and C are both being taken. This can still go every which way, to be honest. Big hit into his Royal Fatness there. But he takes out Lightronics, and that is very important. Then he got stuck on the bridge, which is not going into his favor. And he might not make it out. Darktronics is taken out. That last shot from Uncle Chicks could have made all the difference. We're at 850 points here. Kiss Warrior. Rain really turned this around despite his Royal Fatness almost dying there, getting stuck on that bridge. His Royal Fatness gets taken out, and now it's Uncle Chicks. As long as he survives, there are 920 points. They will go after him. He needs to not be there. He is moving away. He is backing away. They have 2 bases. It will be a very close game. If he can get behind that rock. Base B now being taken. Or not. He should have stayed in that base, I believe. At the same time, if this hits... No, he gets it! What a game! Seriously, if he had stayed in base B, that might have made that little bit of difference that they needed. Not even sure that would have been enough. But this, again though, Purple definitely taking it home on this map. What a game! Amazing. Wow. And again, Rain doing more damage than Purple does. But Purple still taking it home. And we're up for a tiebreaker now on Faust. But oh my god. Lovely to see Purple make a comeback like this, to be fair. Because the first 2 matches were not convincing as to Purple's performance. But these 2 games definitely were. And I have to say, that position that TJ was in the first match on Canal, again, it was vital for Rain, but it was also vital for their demise, so to speak. That sounds so dramatic, but you know what I mean. 1 minute left before we go into the last match of this matchup. It is Rain versus Purple, the tiebreaker on Faust, my favorite map in the game. That's also going to be saying something. And we have Rain getting ready with 2 IS-4s, a T-22, 2 Kranwagens, in Vickers and an E5 versus 1 Vickers, 4 Kranwagens and Mouse and an IS-4. So that's going to be interesting as well. Basically talking this much and actually getting animated because I'm excited is making my throat dry. And not even my cough drop is doing enough to help against that. So that's going to be interesting as well. If you hear me cough, by the way, no, it's not COVID. I actually was tested last week, so I know that I'm clear. It's just me having a cold. Basically, I have a cold of years, so just don't worry about that. I'm all good in that regard, at least. And let's focus on this tiebreaker. Whoop, whoop. What a game that was, though. Let's see. Dun 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 dun. This is honestly amazing. And here we go. The tiebreaker between these two. And let's have a look. Rain focusing on the base C side. Purple sending someone to base D. But overall focusing more on the middle. We have 2 Vickers facing off against each other. His Royal Fatness getting spotted early on there, but getting away with it. We see lines of fire happening. Glory taking a little bit of hit, as does Rai and Unique. The Kranwagens now moving towards base B. They actually left base D and not capped it at all. Did not really expect that. I actually thought the Kiss Warrior would go there to cap it. But basically, I think they're just waiting. I can't really say that it's a trap because it's not. Base A is now being capped. TJ going in to cap the base. And now we see the Kiss Warrior changing position to get a shot in. And he takes a little bit of damage, but he takes more damage back. And Rain is content to still just cap. Even if he's reset, it's costing the mouse more HP than it does TJ, so it's not that bad a trade. At the same time, you don't really want to lose that much of the advantage that you have. And there we go, they've got the base. Both teams have 2 bases. Both teams, well, basically no. Purple is way more spread out than Rain is. Rain is holding a little bit as a pack. TJ now going towards the middle, potentially to get that advantage back by capping base B, or troll capping base B at least, until they have their points back. It's kind of like he doesn't need to cap it, he just needs to hold it long enough to get the point advantage back in their favor. Big hits into Uncle Chicks there. Big hits. He's not going to be happy because this basically means he needs to be a lot more careful. And they've gotten the base at that. Now we have Purple responding. And Rain responding in turn. TJ taking damage. The Kranwagens behind him. He has to be a little bit careful there. He's in a precarious position that he can't really get out of. Base D has been capped, so now it's 2 versus 2 base-wise again. But TJ is in a very difficult position here. He can't really do much. He gets taken out, and Darktronics immediately goes back into the cap to get that point advantage back. Lightronics, low on HP, gets taken out. The Kiss Warrior tracking Hated Fate here. Hated Fate not looking too healthy either. And he gets taken out. The Kiss Warrior is still alive. Uncle Chick's currently alive with 29 HP. That's also gotta be... Oof, that tracking shot only. Basically, gun-wise, it is similar. Rain has a big point advantage. They are taking base D back and take out another gun. Rai not looking too healthy. Basically, lots of capping going on. It is a dance of caps. Rai getting tracked there. Unique almost gone. Rai gets taken out. His Royal Fatness driving around. Unique still alive, if barely, but gets taken out, and it is 5 versus 3, one of which has 29 HP. So he's getting out of there, and that's basically the only thing that he can do, because just surviving might be enough. Fadu, though, is going into base C. We have Darktronics going out to Zaitu in base B. He has no other choice. Ryan and Cheeks are there. Ryan actually taking the shots from Glory. Zaitu capping the base. It's turning around for Raid again. This was so close again, though. Purple almost had this. Darktronics there. Not looking too healthy. Base B being capped, making all the difference. That shot doesn't do any damage. Uncle Cheeks and Darktronics have been taken out. It's just Ryan right now. And he's losing a hell lot of HP very quickly, getting tracked. But this was so close. And there goes Ryan. And Rain wins. But these matches, though, honestly, that was bloody fantastic. There are days that I've gotten up in the middle of the night to stream an A, and I'm just at the end of the night, I'm wondering why I did that. This is not one of those nights. I'm legit happy I stayed up for this, because this was fantastic. Both teams, massive kudos for this. And congratulations to Rain for taking it home, and we will be seeing Purple in the next match. But honestly, these are the games that you do it for as a streamer. I mean, yes, I'm just... technically speaking, this is all about the players, not the streamers. But, like, when you're a streamer, these are the kind of games that you want. You want the games that are close, that are sort of like nail-biters. You want a matchup that isn't predictable. Lineups that aren't predictable. And both these teams gave exactly that. You want intelligent tactics. We saw that as well. Such clever gameplay. It was amazing. I absolutely love it. So thank you. I genuinely mean it. Thank you for this. Really enjoyed it. Oh my god. I'm not sure I'm going to do that actually. That's the notification. Yeah, I got the gold box. So that is the first matchup up and over. And oh my god, what games these were. So let's have a look what is going on here. Premo, of course, making it through on the other side. That is what we're getting up next. Premo versus Rain. That's going to be amazing. But, oh no, that's not next. That's actually tomorrow. Tomorrow we start with this, so that's going to be awesome. But they won against Moon Milkers 3-0. And that means that we have Purple versus Moon Milkers next. On the other side, we have Apex and Jokers that basically are through the upper bracket, and Pincer versus GG in the lower bracket. And that's going to be streamed by Fujit. I'm not sure which Fish is on and Papa Rage, but I think Fish is also streaming this matchup. But honestly, this was amazing. But yeah, in about 10 minutes we get like the next room invite. I actually wanted to show you some really cool battles that actually belong together, but I'm not sure how long the battle actually lasted, so I'm kind of afraid to show you that, because I don't want to run out of time. Let's see if I can actually find it. They didn't post that screenshot along with it, so I don't know how much time the battles take. We're going to give it a try though, because I promised them to do so for staying up. And I'm waiting for the battle to be over on the stream, so I can start the second giveaway. Just going to prepare the text. Because this was honestly amazing. These matches were awesome. Let's see. Lovely E6 and 4FV 4202 battle. I've got the replays from both him and Toby there. So that is why we're going to see this battle twice, basically, but from different points of perspective. I also always love teamwork battles. Honestly, I'm not over that last matchup yet. That was awesome. And it could have gone every which way, and then Rain just turned it around again. Amazing. E6 waiting patiently here. Hoping the guy moves, but he doesn't. So he wants to be a bit more forwards, then decides not to. He's basically like in a nice position apparently, because he doesn't need to move. There we go. That is the first battle. Nice tracking shot as well. Tracking damage has been broken for a little while now, so it's actually good to see tracking damage being a thing again. E1 gets hit. And Toby takes him out. That shot missing on the tortoise is basically just not aiming while driving. That's why I'm always telling people to stand still when they take the shots. Even if it's just for a split second, but it makes all the difference. Just typing instructions in the chat for the second giveaway. I can't even type anymore, honestly. Nice tracking. It is a pretty quick battle. I'm happy with that, because it means I can happily show you both. And now the E6 is basically there to just distract and take some hits, because he's got the HP for it. And the armor. Where you see Toby doing plenty of damage there. Just being a little bit less bully with it. This is actually funny. Pushing one IS-7 only to shoot the other one. Very clever. And now this IS-7 is the last one. It basically feels like a raw battle. Lovely. Very fast game. First class for Kasu. But look, basically just not going to focus on that yet. We're going to go straight to Toby's replay from the same game. Let's see. Basically, the thing is that you can technically win it twice on one account, but it won't do you any good, because you can only still get one battle pass. So let's see. Toby going here for starters. That E1 there, of course. A little bit of lag in the replay. Let's see, the tortoise is there. We've seen that. He's taking a hit. This is a horrible position to be in, Toby. You can't actually get any shots in like that. There you go. And we see Kassa doing damage to the E1 there. And another one to the tortoise. Lovely assisted damage so far, to be honest. And there we go, that's the end of the E1. Tortoise about to get shot at. Oh, that is a lovely HE bull target, but that's an HE derp. It happens sometimes. So let's see. Again, if you want to enter the giveaway for a June Battle Pass, then be sure to enter your in-game name, your server, and the damage you think Purple will do as a team the very first battle. As a whole. So that's going to be awesome to watch as well. After seeing them play against Rain, I can't wait to see them play here. The building is saving Toby potentially. With the track shot that also helps. Big hits there. He's shooting the building. I think he's having some kind of lag, that E100. And now we have the IS-7s arriving here. Let's see. Let's have a look. IS-7's getting bullied at this stage. We've seen this, but it was lovely. Just asking a question. And there we go. 5.2k damage, 2 kills, but all in all, really good battle. And lots of assisted damage. So that's an ace. We had the E6, that was a first class. Really great game. Lovely, lovely. And the room invite will be up in like a minute or so. And then we get to see the next installment of this tournament series. And NA so far has not let me down at all. Let's see. Yeah, about a minute or so, then we will get a room invite. Also, just want to point out the fact that I'm not using an overlay. Because I used to do that, but I'm now actually closing my browser, so it means that I'm not watching the YouTube chat through my laptop. And I'm basically just like full on game. Oh my god, I know that reference, Mutsu. Mutsu said, "Morning, nice day for fishing, isn't it?" Uh-huh. I suck at doing voices, to be fair. But that was I always forget the name, but it's a channel that I actually follow, and they have really funny videos with regards to gaming and how stupid things can be. Righto, there's a room invite. And there is Fishy on the other side. So honestly, it's just awesome. I'm so chopped with the games that we had. So I'm really hoping that this will be similar to that. So you still have time. I will basically end the giveaway about a minute or so after the first battle is done for me. There's a 5-minute delay on the stream, so you won't know host 1 yet and all. But yeah, if you want to enter the giveaway for a June Battle Pass, then make sure to enter your in-game name, your server, and the damage that you think Purple will do in the very first battle. Also, just need to point out that the winners of the very first giveaway that we had on this stream are Salty Lighting Warrior, Grumbly, Yoda Jedimeister, My Loader Drinks, and Lagundo. Most of these are from NA, except for Grumbly, he's from EU. So that was all in all lovely little giveaway. And know that it is a June Battle Pass. That means that you will only get it onto your account after the Battle Pass is sort of like active on your server. So take that into account. I will be keeping tabs and poking Wargaming once the June Battle Pass has launched and everything. So yeah, 3 minutes left to go before we go into the first match. Both teams already completely ready for the first match on Port Bay. And we see Purple taking a T22 medium, 3 Crown Wagons, 2 Mice and an Hori. That's also a very interesting lineup again. I'm liking that NA is actually pretty much outside of the box and outside of the normal standard thing, so to speak. It just makes it more interesting. And on the other side, we see a Vigors, 2 Ice Force and 4 Crown Wagons. Aside from missing E5s, that is like completely meta. But we'll see how it goes. And we're just going to have fun with it. It is a best of 5 again, meaning that the first team to reach 3 victories is the one through to the upper bracket. Or to the next phase of the lower bracket, I should say. And in this case, it means that the team that loses is actually out of the tournament. Earlier today on EU, we saw the all-time favourite, and I do mean all-time. They've been so strong and so dominating multiple seasons. They actually got knocked out. EG is out of the tournament for EU, and that is still a shock. No one expected that to happen. So yeah, things can go quite differently as you would think. Still not sure what exactly happened there. I need to rewatch those matches. So let's see. 1 minute and 45 seconds left to go before we go into the first match. That means that you have like... well, no, there's delay on the stream, of course. But I guess you have like 5 minutes to enter the giveaway now. Cut off is after the first match. And basically all the professional streams will have Battle Pass giveaways. So I will be streaming EU again tomorrow, professionals, and NA again to professionals. So there will be Battle Passes for those two as well. I'm also streaming Asia Challenges, but that is not with a Battle Pass giveaway because it's only the professional streams that are having the giveaways. Lots of great matches happening all around. I'm actually glad that we've got some of the challenges covered as well. NA challenges is covered by Every Good Name is Taken and Wild Ones Helpers. They're definitely worth checking out as well. So yeah, that's just... yeah, like I said, I like that there's so much coverage, that there's so many streamers, and he actually has the most streamers. Used to be the least amount of streamers. There has been a time where if I didn't stream NA, then it wasn't streamed at all. So I'm actually very glad that there's like plenty of streamers now, and I could sit this out if I wanted to. But in this case, I took the week off of work to be able to do this, and I just really love that I can. So here we go into the very first matchup, into the very first match of this matchup between Purple and Moon Milkers. I'm just going to call them Purple and MM. So let's see. I wonder if that's the case though. We'll see. I should hope that at this stage teams would not be that predictable. But we do see Purple spreading out towards the A-B area. And MM is responding to that. Bubba Vernon going for a spot, but not spotting anyone just yet. Uncle Chick's heading towards the base B area. Dijon Mustard, yes. And we have the Kiss Warrior taking a first hit there from WDR. And he's not really used the position in the way that he wanted to now, but he also can't cap a base. So far, none of the bases are being capped. And in a way, they're all sort of contested. The Crown Wagons moving together. There's some disagreement on Moon Milker's side as to what they want to do and how they want to do it. Let's see. Darktronics and Lightronics going for it. No one is being spotted yet though. And they can guess that there's two Kranwagens back there. And we see Bubba making a move, taking a hit, and some HE damage being done. And they know that there are campers back there now. Lines of fire happening. And Lightronics putting back. A and B are so far pretty much being abandoned there. Baba is holding. Alfalfa taking hits as he gets spotted. But right now nothing much is happening. Base C is being abandoned by purple. Whereas we see MM rotating around just to that position. Ryan might be in a lot of trouble there. Banderbear moving in together with RGK. Ryan hightailing it out of there. And this means that base C will be for purple, and as such base A and B are immediately capped. And this is clever gameplay as well. He might get reset. Not before he takes it though, probably. He is reset, it doesn't do any damage though. And he might get away with it still. Very clever gameplay all around. And he is reset again, but he takes more damage now. So he has to be a little bit careful here. Panzer arriving as well. Resetting the base again. But that's not letting Uncle Chicks give up. Because so far he's not taking any damage for it, so you might as well just keep trying. We see some battle happening at the back there. Base B, still not forgotten, but now he takes some damage. We have Alfalfa moving in, but more importantly, we have a battle happening here. Banderbear taking lots of damage. Oof, RGK as well. They don't seem to be too focused on hitting the same target. Darktronics now poking out more to take out RGK. And we have the Hori moving in to go after Baba Vernon. That was a derped HE. But they kind of need to make a move here. Ryan getting a shot in. Rai not able to get a shot in. Oh, no, he does get a shot into the IS-4 there. HP wise, it's mouse and mouse versus 3 tanks in the middle. Ryan wanting to get Baba Vickers out of the way. The Kranwagens here are dealing with more Kranwagens. And it's all about getting that slow DPM in after all. Banderbear has been taken out, as does Black Bear. And Lightronics manages to survive. Uncle Chicks has given out, but he's held for a very long time. The Kiss Warrior now holding. And this seems to be definitely Purple's game. It could have gone every which way, to be honest. Baba Vernon and Panzer Vernon taking out. WDR, the only one left. But he's not going to make it. In this case, it was a little bit of a chaotic match. But it's actually MM going for base B that in the end cost him the game. And basically just Purple holding way better behind base C than expected, probably. Oh, we see Yuis in the middle. I appreciate that. Yuis are really cute tanks. It's not rain though, but it still counts. I just didn't pin the second matches rather than the first, but hey, whatever works. It's just basically in-game name, server, and damage cast. But I will write stop in just a little bit now. So we have MM now ready with a Vickers, 3 IS-4s, 2 Kranwagens, and a mouse. And we have purple ready with an IS-4, 3 Kranwagens, 2 E5s and an IS-7. Very different lineups. Will be interesting to see what they do with it, especially since they've left the mice out. And the mice made all the difference last match, so I don't know, but it should be fun. All in all, I'm really enjoying these matches. I'm not kidding, it's awesome. 30 seconds left to go before we go into the second match of this best of 5. Again, anything can still happen. No real pressure, just that it's the team that reaches 3 victories first that is going through to the next phase. And the one that doesn't will be out of the tournament. It's not rain, but it doesn't matter. And here we go into the second match. Let's see. Let's have a look. And no, sorry, Tess's guesses outside of the game won't count. I think there were more though, but we'll have a look later. We have now moving towards, pretty much staying in spawn, looks like. Moving towards C though. But we have a Vickers in a camping position, whereas purple is focusing entirely on the base C side. So this could be an interesting, it's almost like an encounter match, the way that they're positioned, with the exception of the Vickers, because you would expect someone else there. Right, taking big hits there. Taking more hits there. IS-7 not really built for that position. Base A and B being kept. Bear now being focused on, as base C is being kept. And they kind of need to make sure to get those shots in. And not bounce or hit the ground. Bear losing more HP. Kiss Warrior as well. And he is almost gone. But it's cost purple quite a bit of HP to do this. Ryan at the back has been spotted as well. Base B is not being kept anymore. But Ryan is pretty much all alone, and that's not going to be good as well. Just saying this. Mouse flank. Yeah, Mouse seems to be flanking, going after Ryan in the middle. So if an IS-4 versus Mouse happening in the middle. Whereas MM is just holding. Let's see, purple is rotating back. Ryan is in trouble. Unique dropping down, which could make all the difference because he has a full clip there. Thing is that Ryan could actually be stuck there with the way that he's being held. Baba Vernon losing a lot of HP very, very quickly here. Getting chased by E5s and Kranwagens. And Ryan not being saved here. Baba Vernon is out though. RGK survives another reload. Both teams have lost a tank. But RGK is up for deletion as well. He does get a big hit into Kiss and still survives. Unique going into base B, but takes a hit for it. We have a battle going on at base C as well, with Panzer Vernon getting taken out. Unique has been taken out. RGK is still alive. Rye not looking too healthy either. Moonmilker seems to be getting the upper hand here. Not necessarily in guns, but just by having 2 bases and going after the low HP targets here. Rye gets taken out. It is 3 versus 4. WDR only having 134 HP left. That bounce is all telling. He will still get taken out, but not in time. Moonmilkers has this battle. So basically, just for my mods, with the giveaway, people that said that rain would do some damage or water, doesn't matter. They guessed for purple. I just didn't pin the right message and they didn't read or pay attention. But as long as their guess is between my begin and stop, it counts as long as it has their in-game name, their server, and their damage guess. So yeah, that was a lovely battle as well. I actually forgot to screenshot that, so I'm just going to ready up and have a quick look at the notifications, because I believe that this was the first battle. So just going to screenshot that as well, which means that the score is 18,695 for the giveaway. So that's basically the score that people have to get guess close to, or have guessed close to, I should say. So let's see, 40 seconds left to go before we go into the third match of this matchup. It is 1-1, anything can still happen, no real pressure just yet, and we are moving on to Rockfield. And is doing so with a Vickers, 3 Ice Faust and 3 Kranwagens versus a Vickers, 2 Kranwagens, 2 T57 Heavies, an Ice 4 and an E5. So that's also a very interesting lineup. Definitely interesting to see what they're going to do with those T57 Heavies, because you don't see them very often in tournament games. Let's see. Let's have a look. And let's see what this match is going to bring us. Because after this, the pressure will be on one of the teams. I apologize for any brain nerves that I might have. It's 4 AM here. I'm a little bit tired. I do take naps between these matches, but hey. And also some vagueness with regards to the giveaway doesn't help. Baba going into spawning position, lining people up at the ST cross, but he has to be careful because he is the Vickers, so he has very little armor. Alfalfa and Uncle Chicks basically looking at base B, but Alfalfa is in a bit of a tricky position here. Especially with the Kranwagens in the middle there. So they kind of have to be careful here. Base A is so far uncontested. Uncle Chick's now moving into base B. And we might have a Vickers do the same at base A. But no, so far he's just holding here. He has been spotted. No, they don't. They know that he's there. And we have potentially pushing over here. And they might do. Not sure yet. Vernon holding now. Base B. Base B has been kept. Base A is now being kept. And we're going to might have some Vickers versus Vickers action there. But right now is playing it pretty aggressively, but at the same time not really committing to it. So I'm not sure what their goal is here. Vernon is in a horrible position here. And could get really hurt for just being there. He does get tracked for it. Darktronix losing a lot of HP. Vernon getting tracked again. Being absolutely obliterated here and taken out by a T50, by a Kranwagen actually. But now the T57 Heavies are both reloading, and that's always a tricky part. This is why autoloaders are a big plus and a big con to take with you. He's almost reloaded though. And we have now Fate being hit very hard, very repeatedly, and gets taken out. Lightronics now reloading, as is Rai. But so far, those two 57 heavies have made all the difference here. And MM has lost 3 tanks over it. Very clever gameplay. Bases are being capped in the meantime, but it's not going to make that much difference when you're losing tank this quickly, because right now it is a 7 versus 3. 2 of which are here. And now Lightronics is reloading again, as is right. The T-57 heavies keep reloading at the same time. That's always dangerous. Darktronics loses his life, so it's no longer a 7-0 at least. But purple is definitely dominating this match. RGK not looking too healthy. And we see tanks disappearing left and right now. WDR has 16 HP left, to be exact. And he gets taken out. And now Alfalfa gets taken out as well. And purple has this game very convincingly. That was a very brutal game. Quick game as well. Yeah, just over 3 minutes. Look at the difference in damage though. Purple did nearly double the damage that MM did here. And it was like I said, it was a very brutal game. I think this was the first game today that wasn't close at all. Purple just smashed it here. So let's see. 1 minute and 18 seconds left before we go into the 4th match. Welcome back to being a member, Kasu. And let's have a look. 1 minute left. Both teams are still changing tanks for the second match on the field. The pressure is on now. MM has to win 2 in a row in order to stay in the competition, and purple has just win 1 more. 45 seconds left to go. And basically now we see a very interesting lineup on the purple side again. We have a Leo, we have 4 Kranwagens, an E5 and an IS-4. And they're going to go up against a Vickers, 2 IS-4s, 2 E5s and 2 Kranwagens. So a bit of a more general lineup that MM is doing usually with the matches that we've seen at least. But then we have purple on the other side, taking out of the box thinking tanks and everything. Very interesting to see. And here we go, countdown clock has begun. And then we will see what happens. Let's have a look. And here we go. So we have MM now going towards the base A side. Purple more spread out. Baba Vernon going for a quick spot again. Seeing who's where. Spotting Reich as he goes towards base B. And getting spotted himself as well. Black Bear and Fade overlooking base B, but so far Reich is just moving in to cap it anyhow. He might get away with it actually, because he's losing a lot of HP, Fade, just for peeking and trying to decap it. That was basically a trap and it worked out very, very well. And as such, they might just be letting... No, they're not. Purple's not letting them have it. Sorry. MM is not letting them have base B for free. Unique arriving there. Rhine losing a lot of HP. But base B is capped now. And base A will soon be capped as well. Unique in a very precarious position there. Very forward position. Fate losing more HP. And pulling back now. They kind of have to be careful not to overextend into a reverse trap, so to speak. But Unique is in a very precarious position, as said. And he's losing HP for it. He kind of needs to not be there, but at the same time, it will be very hard for him to move anywhere else.
Base C now being kept, the Leo having run around to get to the other side of the battlefield. He does have that German accuracy, so he might get away with picking up an over from there as well once he's kept the base. But capping the base is giving purple an advantage here. Unique losing more HP. And he's basically just hugging the rocks there. Black Bear being in that position is keeping him spotted. And that's also a big issue for Unique. A little bit of HP damage being done to him now. And we have Rhine going across the back now. Wanting to spot some people. There's no one there though. He needs to be more forward if he wants to see anything. But he is still a Leo, so he has to be careful. So taking hits, but also Ryan now getting shot at. We have now pushing more in the middle. Taking out Unique. Taking out Rai. That's a 2-gun advantage for them. The Kranwagens are now empty though, so that is a thing. RGK managed to get out of there. WDR might not. They're focusing on the Kiss Warrior here. Baba Vunen has been taken out. WDR is being taken out. And gets taken out. And that is 2 guns gone on both sides now. Base A is being kept. That's going to give them a massive point advantage here. Very, very quickly. 3 guns gone both sides. Now it is 4 versus 3. But as long as basically purple survives, they have a big base advantage here. Darktronix is moving in to take out Fade. And it's important that he gets those shots in. Especially at this stage, because they have the gun disadvantage. Fade gets taken out, 970 points for purple. I think it's safe to say they've got it. Yeah, they definitely do. Even with just the 1 base, there's just no way. Especially with Uncle Chicks holding and everything. Purple takes it home. Close call. HP wise, they might not have had it. But that was a beautiful battle as well. And I thought for a moment that would have that. Because purple was in some very questionable positions, let's say. Especially Unique. And the way that the kills landed. I think that in a way, might have gotten like overconfident. And that didn't work out in their advantage in this case. Because purple just took it back. Close game though overall. Very much a supremacy battle. And that means that purple is through to the next round and is out. So let's see how the other side went. Pinsir is out. Like, I mean, I haven't been following them this season, so I probably missed a whole bunch. But Pinsir used to be, like, it used to be Pinsir or Premo, that's it. And then Rain came and it was Pinsir, Premo or Rain. So it's nice to see more clan tags for one. But it's also surprising to see Pinsir go out like that. Because it also means that this is the team GG that took them out. Very interesting games overall tonight. It's been absolutely lovely. I'm also going to just have a quick look at the messages that I send. Which is not going to go lightly. There we go. Just checking all the entries real quick. Because some of them were not questionable, but I just wanted to make sure that everything was counted. Just to be sure. Yeah, there we go. So far I've seen everyone. Let's see. FIFA La Dirt League. That was the channel that I was talking about. With the fishermen and everything. It's a really funny channel if you want to see some lovely little basically derp about gaming and everything. Yeah, okay, so all the entries are counted. Oh, you upgraded? Oh, thank you, Kasu. That's lovely. Yeah, I think Toby cries as well. But that means that the winners for the second giveaway are Goatsicle from NA, Yuri for Life from EU, Squishy from EU, Kasu from EU, Koala Bear from NA. Those are the closest guesses to win a battle pass. And just keep in mind as well that there's more giveaways happening this season. Pretty much every professional stream will have 10 battle pass giveaways. So be sure to check in that. This is it for me tonight, though. I will be back tomorrow for challenges on Asia server. I will be joining Wildborn's Helper for EU, and then I will stream professionals again for NA. So that's definitely going to be fun. Thank you for very great matches, Rain, Purple, and It's been absolutely lovely and no regrets whatsoever on my side of having to get up in the middle of the night just to stream this, because this was fantastic. So thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll be seeing you all tomorrow for the next batch of streams. Good night all. Bye bye.